Hello YouTube, this is Al once again for Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button and also visit my website www.kindredsoulsofbrooklyn.com. Tonight I'd like to make a funny video and kind of a cool video. I think it's going to be kind of one of those videos where I'm going to keep adding to part 1, part 2, part 3, because this is the video where I'm going to talk about Brooklyn sayings. Now, Brooklyn sayings are pretty cool because no matter where you go or what you do, people imitate the Brooklyn accent. I mean, think about Harley Quinn as a for instance. I mean, that's the ultimate Brooklyn accent. A little slowed down, a little exaggerated, but again, I have a friend of mine who's done some things in Hollywood, and he was saying that if you have the Brooklyn accent, you always kind of have a chance of maybe landing a role because people just think it's cool. People just want to talk like they're from Brooklyn. So, hopefully, if you're from Brooklyn, you'll enjoy this video. And if you're not from Brooklyn, I can educate you on some pretty cool Brooklyn sayings. And again, like I said, I think this is going to be one of those videos where it's just going to be adding on to it because there's so many Brooklyn sayings out there that I don't think one video can really contain it. Now, I think one of the first ones I want to start off with is the one that says, "Not for nothing." Not for nothing is probably one of our most popular sayings. In fact, when I lived in Florida for 5 years and I worked down there, my very, very good friend who comes from Tampa, who's got a southern accent, who just very southern accent, he started saying "not for nothing." And someone had to come up to him and said, "You know, not for nothing, it doesn't sound right coming out of your mouth. You're hanging out with Al way too much." And it kind of got a really great laugh. I mean, I didn't pick up too many southern sayings down there. They were kind of cool. I love sayings, but it just didn't seem, I don't know, fitting or whatever you want to call it for me to speak like, use some of those sayings. I love them. One of the things I loved down there was "I'm fixing to do something," but never kind of got to say that because, wasn't kind of for me. But "not for nothing" is one of the most popular Brooklyn sayings because it's what we say when we're telling the truth. You know, if your friend is wearing purple pants and yellow shoes, and you don't want him going out looking like a fool, you're going to say to him, "Hey Joe, not for nothing, you look like a fool." So that's a common one that we use. Another great one that we like to use is, this is kind of more along the Irish way. It's an older one, but some of the older Irish would say, instead of saying battery, they would say battery. Or instead of saying oil, they would say Earl. You know, pretty funny. Then we have probably one of the most common ones that we use. Again, it's a little bit older, but you still hear it. Instead of hearing the word hydrant, we're going to say Johnny Pump. And a Johnny Pump is basically a hydrant, but that's what we call the thing out in the front there. We say Johnny Pump. Another funny one is when someone is really annoying and they're kind of bothering you, but you don't really hate them. They're just kind of annoying, kind of like a fly flying around, just landing on you, whatever. We say they're scutching me. You're a scutch. You know, they might be a little funny, it might be a little cute, but they're a scutch. They're kind of annoying. Someone who eats a lot, or someone who just kind of like, someone who goes to the Italian restaurant, let's just say, and they got chicken parmesan, and they have loaded with cheese, but yet they got to get the cheese on top of it too. They call the waiter over. They got to annoy him to get that shredded cheese on top. We call someone like that a gavone. And it's funny, while I'm doing this video, I'm almost talking with my hands, and I'm kind of talking with my hands. I guess it kind of goes with the territory, getting in the role, as it were. So many good things. A lot of these ones are kind of Italian-based, but we have a lot of Italian people here in New York, a lot of Irish people, a lot of everybody, a lot of Spanish. We have everybody. Everybody's here in New York and Brooklyn. It's the melting pot. That's what makes it so cool. Me being Irish, I can, you know, I have been around everybody, so those are kind of the ones that kind of jump out at me right here, right now. Oh, another really good one is stoop. In Brooklyn, we have the outside of your house. You have the steps, but we call it the stoop. So we say to someone, "Hey, meet me on the stoop." Or, "Hey, you know, you never believe what happened. I was walking up the stoop, and not for nothing, I fell on that snow and that ice that you didn't shovel." So, pretty funny. But again, I'd like to thank you for joining me here tonight for some of the Brooklyn sayings. Again, I think I'm going to be doing more of these because more are going to come to mind. So please subscribe once again. Send me some feedback. If there's some I didn't cover, which I know there's probably thousands I didn't cover, but those are some of my favorite ones. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon. This is Al from Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. Hope everyone's having a great night, and see you real soon. Have a good one.